Everyone, welcome back to GDC. Today we're going to be learning Python and we're going to be doing lots of dictionaries, and I'm going to be teaching you how to use dictionaries in Python. So let's start. Today we're going to learn about dictionaries. Now dictionaries are ways to store data and store different values of data, and you can order them and you can show what values you have in the dictionary. And today I'm going to teach you how to make dictionaries and how to show what you have in your dictionary and like print them out. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to make a little dictionary where we're just going to store information about 3 children, okay? And these children are part of a family, okay? So what we're going to write child 1, going to do equal. Now we're going to, instead of our normal curly brackets, we're going to write these type of curly brackets, and we're going to write quotation mark name. Now this is where we're going to store the name of the child. So now we're going to do colon again, and we're going to write its name. So let's say Jeff, okay? Then we're going to do comma age colon, and we're going to write its age is 12, okay? Then we're going to do child 2. Now child 2 is going to be the same thing, curly brackets, name, colon, great, this one is Jake, age, colon, say this one is 11. Okay, now I'm just going to copy paste this, but you guys can write it just as you can write it again just to get practice of making dictionaries. But while you're making games, you would copy paste it just to make it quicker. Okay, so we're going to write child 3. Let's name this one Bob, and then we're going to write his age is 13. Now, we're going to make so now these are all different small dictionaries. Now we're going to put all these dictionaries into one big dictionary. Now we're going to write family. So now they're a part of a family. We're going to equal. We're going to do another curly bracket. Now we're going to name each one C1. So child 1, child 2, C2, child 3, C3. So we're going to write, again, question mark, C1. And then child, that equals to child 1. Okay? So now we're going to do comma C2, it equals to child 2. Now the childs you do not put in quotations, because it won't work. I'm going to do put a space between here. I'm going to do again C3 equals. So we're going to refer to all the children as C3, C2, and C1 throughout the coding. Okay? So now that we've done that, we're going to do space, and we're going to do print family. So now this is a normal bracket, family. Then we're going to write square bracket, quotation mark C1, then square bracket, name. Okay, so now we're going to print child 1's name. So now child 1's name is Jeff, so it should print Jeff. So now as you can see, it prints Jeff over there. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to change this. We're going to change it to, suppose, C2's age. Okay, now C2's age is 12. So wait, 11, sorry. So let's see if it prints 11. There you go. It prints 11. Okay? So now we've got that. And you can change it to C3, and we can see C3's age, which is 13. So obviously we'll get 13. So as you can see, it will print what we get and what we have stored the value in. So now when we say to print that value, then what's going to happen is going to print the value that's been stored in it. And yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now make a dictionary where it prints every single every single one. So we're gonna make a new value dictionary. So we're gonna make my family, and write this bracket, so quotation marks, child 1, and do colon, and we're gonna just take this over here, take it, put it there, okay? Then we're gonna do a comma, and we're gonna do child 2, and we're gonna get our colon, and we're gonna get child 2's information. Okay, then another comma, child 3, okay, colon, get child 3's information. Yeah. So now we have everything inside a new dictionary called My Family. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get print My Family. Okay? Now make sure you don't put this under brackets or it's not gonna work. So get Jeff, child 1, name, and it gives child 1's name is Jeff, and all the information about the other child. Okay? Now as you can see, it's printing out the brackets too. And this is because we've stored it like that in My Family. But if you make a project with something called Python 3, which is used for games and making like very precise games, then you can it won't show these brackets. And I will show you at the end of this video how to make a Python 3 project, and you can put this in. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to just put this under hash. Okay, actually we can just keep it there. Now we're gonna do a little and we're gonna do another project. This is gonna be a bit of a long project, so we're gonna do, let's just put this under hash just to be safe. Okay, I put that all under hash. We're gonna make a new thing. So we're gonna make a group of children. Now we're gonna take Harry Potter characters, and we're going to make a thing where it's gonna separate all these characters into 2 teams. Okay. Now we're gonna make this team A and team B. You can make a team Gryffindor or Slytherin and anything like that. I'm just going to make team A and team B. And using dictionaries, we're going to separate both of all of the players and create, they're going to make teams. And you can use this in your daily life when you're probably playing, I don't know, football outside, and you want to make teams with all your friends, and you can write down their names and it will auto-generate teams. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get random. Now I explained what random was, and it chooses a random name that we put, or value that we put. Okay, so we're gonna write import random. We're gonna import everything from random. Okay, we're not just gonna import random, we're not gonna just import random, we're gonna import everything. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna write players equals, we're gonna get square brackets, then we're gonna write double quotation marks. Double quotation marks or singular quotation marks doesn't really matter, but I would prefer using double quotation marks, but really it doesn't matter. You can use single quotation marks or double. But now what we're going to do is we're going to write Harry, then we're going to have a comma, going to go Ron, okay, then I'm going to write Hermione, okay, then be here we're going to write, let's say, Draco. Here we'll write Snape. Over here it's like Ginny. And over here, our last one we'll write Fred. Alright, let's change this to George. It's all kids. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our, so this is our dictionary, okay? So now we're gonna write team A. Now we're gonna write empty square brackets. Then over here we're gonna write team B equals empty square brackets because we don't have them defined yet. Now we're gonna do player A. So player A is now gonna it's basically one player, and we're gonna separate each of them one by one. So player A is going to equal to choice. So now, because we've imported random, we've imported all of them because we put the asterisk. So it's like from random, import everything. So now we're going to use choice from the random things that we've imported. So players, right, print player A. Make sure you write it the same as the variables, or it won't work because they won't take the right information. Be players is undefined or whatever. It'll say it's not there. Okay, then we have so now if you write team A dot append player A, so now it's separating all teams. A players dot remove player A, print team A is, now this is where we finished the separation for team A, and now it's going to print all of the members in team A. Okay, so now we're going to write, we're just going to leave it like that, and then we're going to, I explain this in this first or second video, first or second tutorial, and you can watch those tutorials. I'll leave them in the link in the description below, and you can click on those videos. And yeah, so now we have our team A. So now if I run this, what you will see is that it prints team A, but now it's only printing, as you can see, it's only printing one player because it's chosen one player, and that's it. Okay, so we need to add more players to the options. Okay, so now if I press it's going to choose another person. So Fred, George, again George, and now it's going Draco. See, it's only choose one person. It hasn't separated every single person yet. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to write player B equals, so you can actually just take all of this and put it like that, and we can just change this to player B, choice players, and this player B, player B, B, player B, team B, and player team A and B. Okay, so now what we've done is we've done this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to write print, because it has all of them stored, but they're only printing the player. So we're going to write the team in the list are players. So now, as you can see, it's saying George is team A, Ron is team B, and the team in the lists are Harry, Hermione, Draco, Ginny, and Fred. So now this is for team B, okay? Now over here we're going to do the same thing here, and we're going to write team A. So now over here it's going to say Ginny. Team A is Ginny, and it's going to be team in the list are Harry, Ron, Hermione, Draco. So we've chosen, so what I've taught you to do now is to choose one character which they've given, and then they're going to just say team A is just this one person. But then we also have other players, okay? And we have all the players left in the our separation game for teams, and it will give you team A is Hermione, and it will give you the teams in the list are Harry, Ron, Draco, Ginny, Fred, and then team B is Ron, and then get Harry, Draco, George, Ginny, Fred. So it'll give you two people to separate them out of the group, and you get your team separation. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell, and you will be notified every single time I post a video. And we're here trying to get more girls to join the technology field and the STEM field. So I hope you want to start coding more, and we will be making really cool games with Python. And do check out the Scratch tutorials and the Thunkable tutorials.